Number 12 is exclusivity ethics. Sex means something. So this is kind of a tricky topic. In my opinion, sex is unarguably the most sacred connection that you can physically do with another human. You are literally inside of their body and they are inside of your body, or simultaneously. I mean, we have appendages and tongues and stuff. So like, it's not frequent that you are inside of another human. And so don't take this lightly. Like, and in Japanese, they say "kyotsukete," which means take great care. Like, treat this as something very important. So if sex is very sacred and bonding for you, a mismatch here is going to destroy you. So like, I'm going to say that one again. If sex is sacred and bonding for you, a mismatch here is going to destroy you. It's so important to understand what sex means for you and what sex means for your partner. Right now, I interact with a lot of people, particularly Gen Zs, that are exploring themselves. It's a beautiful thing. And I watch it and I'm like, oh God. It's like watching sometimes a series of train wrecks. And there are hurt feelings and body counts and all sorts of stuff. And I want to convey to people that some people can basically disconnect their sexuality from their emotionality. And you should be very honest with yourself if you can or cannot do that. You also should really deeply consider, just because you can do that doesn't mean you should do that. I'm going to repeat that. Just because you can disconnect your sexuality from your emotionality and from your intimacy doesn't mean you should. I don't want to tell people what to do, and I don't want to tell people how to have sex. I would consider myself as someone who has a lot of experience in this, but that doesn't mean that I'm right. And it doesn't mean that an individual doesn't need to walk their own path to kind of come to whatever their final conclusion is. No matter what, understanding where you are and where your potential partner is, or as you're creating your choice-making matrix out in the world of whom you're looking for, you need to be very clear about where those other people are in their own relationship to their own sexuality. I interact with a lot of guys in my group coaching programs, and there can be a mismatch on both sides. I'm a very emotionally connected sexual partner and mate, and I always have been. And some guys are not, or at least at a stage in their life where they're having a lot of events and they're learning and they haven't yet bridged that gap. And the same can be true with women. And I interact with women who don't too. And if there is a fundamental mismatch there, it is one of the most dangerous, emotionally dangerous things that I have encountered in dating and interpersonal, in interpersonal, intimate relationship interactions. So another way of saying this is aligned meaning and congruent exclusivity expressed in behavior is important. So I'm a writer, and I obviously wrote this stuff in advance, and I really love how words can actually be used as kind of like an algorithm. So when we have congruency, so two people in alignment, and we have exclusivity expressed in behavior, it can be that they both are just want to sport fuck each other. Cool. There's an alignment. There's congruency there. And there's aligned meaning. The aligned meaning is we're going to do cardio, right? We don't want to do the treadmill. We don't want to go swimming. We want to sport fuck. Sweet. That's cool. Have fun. I've done that in my past. It's not my favorite. I mean, it's better than being on a treadmill, I guess, but I choose to not interrelate that way. But at least there is a connection there and an understanding and consent. Now, in my opinion, having it be a heart-connected interaction, so you have congruency and alignment in an emotionally connected sexual interaction, that is where the real magic happens in a relationship. And you can build on that. And instead of just doing cardio, you actually can build a vector and a life with someone where you do the most fucking amazing fun thing that you can do, like pretty frequently, if you play your cards right. That is the type of relationship that I suggest for people, anyone who fucking listen to me, really tries to optimize for.